going on? It's like, you ever meet someone who's like, they think they gotta wash their hands like every time someone farts, like in the wind, like they gotta go wash their hands all of a sudden, like germs. Oh, I'm so afraid of germs. Like, you ever heard that's like a fucking phobia? Like it's not a good thing to be afraid of germs. Like, don't you know that there's germs around you, on you at all times, inside of you? Actually, germs help with your digestion, or bacteria helps with digestion. So, uh, some of these fears people have of things like germs. I mean, hurry up, run out and go get your vaccination with mercury in it, dude, and go get your brain fucking fried again. You know what I'm saying? Fucking idiots, dude. I mean, I don't blame you for being health conscientious, because I guess there is shit out here you can get. But if you ain't banging needles with someone or having unprotected sex, a lot of these communicable diseases aren't really that communicable. I mean, unless you're bathing in the same water, or spitting in each other's eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Blowing snot in each other's face. Uh, and like sucking up each other's slurp. You really can't pass a lot of diseases, man. Because, I mean, listen, here's the thing. Viruses live in the exact temperature in which your body is constantly. All human beings, all living things are at a constant temperature. Except for cold-blooded reptilianoids, and fish. But people, anyway, mammals, mammalian, we're all, like, what is it, 98 degrees, basically, I think it is. And the minute a virus is in an environment where the degree goes up or down, outside of that, it dies instantly. It does not last, and it can't reconstitute. Once it's dead, it's dead. There's a barrier lock. Like, a lot of things, okay, like tuberculosis, though, supposedly, yeah, that's airborne. Well, so there is certain diseases, I guess, that can, it's merited, like Ebola, like the plague, the Black Plague that wiped out, or smallpox, things like that. Yeah, those are, fear those when you see them. But if you don't see them, there's nothing to fear. Just to be afraid of diseases that, I mean, listen, without the right, I mean, no, it's kind of like this, okay? Here's something I've learned. This jives with the Bible as well, dude, with the Jesus statement. It's like, and being inwardly clean doesn't have nothing to do with really your health, dude. It's about how you think and how you operate. You know what I'm saying? It's not really inside, like my organs, my muscles, my bones. You can't see my bones. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? You can see my bones. Look, you can see my forehead, my ridge bone of my eye. You can see my elbow. That's a bone under there. That makes that point. So, I mean, I run into these paranoid ass people, dude. I mean, it's just, and here's the thing. People think I'm paranoid. You know what I'm saying? But no, then I meet people who are really paranoid. But for some reason, they get a pass. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's like ignorance. See, people always prey on your ignorance. I bet you people like that spend all kinds of money on bleach wipes, hand sanitizer, cold medicine, over-the-counter cold medicines and shit. And I bet you they take every vaccination and get sick. And then, and have kids that have lazy eyes. You know what I'm saying? Fucking because their brains are fried from all your fucking intoxication of mercury from your vaccination, your vaccine aside. And then you're all freaked out about these boogeyman germs. You know what I'm saying? You might get. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the Book of Samurai, like I was saying, this jives with the Bible. In the Book of Samurai, it's like this. Either I'm going to be chopped down by swords, I'm going to be fucking shot down by arrows, or someone's going to give me a fucking disease and it's going to kill me. Yeah, I got this in my mind in advance. This is what how our lives end is one of these three ways: close range, long range, biological. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. That's just how your life's gonna end here in martial law. See, I get the last laugh, dude, because you motherfuckers think you're just gonna be like white knights and ride all the way out to the end of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You think you can make a deal with the devil and he's gonna make good at the end? But like killing everyone off. You know what I'm saying? Like calling martial law purging when it's not. It's martial law. It's some nationalism shit. National socialism. National socialist. Corporatist. Corporatism. Fascism. Ye shall be as God. You get to decide who lives and dies. For some reason, you're special. You're so special that you're like, listen, you deserve a seat on the boat. Well, everyone else gets to, swim till they drown. That's these people's mentality. And then they want to make up boogeyman arguments against, like it's like, dude, there's all kinds of health issues out here that are just, uh, you know, they're hereditary. And here's the thing, like AIDS. AIDS doesn't come from monkeys. It came from the fucking the biological weapons division of the United States. That's where it comes from. It comes from the during Nixon era when he ended biological weapon, he made biological defense. AIDS pops up. And AIDS isn't really just AIDS is like a catch-all term. It's like they created a bunch of these super bugs that slowly attack your immune system, and they leaked them out in different populations in different centers around the globe for depopulation. That's part of the Georgia Guidestones. So you act like it's just because someone has got some disease, like they're banging needles or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they're banging needles with crick water. You know what I'm saying? Or something, dude. With junky basehead crack smokers or something, dude. People are just ignorant, dude, and they're unsympathetic. Of people who are suffering. Instead of making fun of people and what I'm saying? Trying to take shots at them, crack jokes on them or something, or trying to go in a roundabout way to, you know what I'm saying, to be condescending or passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck off. For one. For two, it's like whatever, dude. Listen, I guess you thought you was talking to an ignorant person, but you can back that up about viruses. Go look it up. Go Google it. You know what I'm saying? And look at it, at the information, how they can only live inside a living organism, and it's got to be transferred from. It's got to be fluid secreted inside of another person, basically, dude. Or basically you got to hold their mouth open, slit your wrist like a vampire, and drip blood into their No, even then you can't get it through ingestion. It's got to go through somewhere, some portal that, you know what I'm saying, some portal. It's got to bypass something. It's not easy to just give people diseases. You just can't do it. You just can't run around sprouting out disease or virus. There's a way to contract it. They all, there's but plagues on the other hand are different. And if there's a plague going on, you'd know, because there'd be corpses laying around. They happen so fast, so quick. And no one's prepared when they happen. And they're super communicable. On the other hand, what I was talking about, like a lot of viruses, like immune disorders, you just can't pass them by breathing or even spitting at people. You actually have to start throwing around blood, and that blood has to get in somewhere. Just because it hits your skin doesn't mean it absorbs through your skin. There's barriers, dude. There's all these barriers that your body's, that's the glory of God right there. That the fact that he created people so resilient that even when they're under all these kinds of attacks, that they're still fighting it off. You know what I'm saying? And it's like AIDS is a big scare tactic. I mean, it was created too. I mean, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's not because the government created it. You gotta watch this movie called "In Lies We Trust," and it breaks all that down about the Defense Department created AIDS, and they know it. And now people in the streets act like you're dirty because the government inflicted its own people with some fucking disease, and it's out of control. I mean, that is a controlled plague, dude. That's population control, and it's also fear. That fear will make people run to vaccinations. They'll trust their doctor when they want to put microchips in them for their health. They'll trust them. You know what I'm saying? They'll take it, and then they'll think you're crazy. They'll think, they'll make up they'll see you as a germ, so that it'll justify, them turning you into the fucking, to the termination death squads, man, that are coming. When martial law happens, during Jade Helm 15, basically. So, could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? It might be just freaking out about that, but no, you can validate all that. I mean, watch In Lies We Trust about and find out, what's really going on about that, and how it's basically AIDS is just a term. There's many ways to get autoimmune diseases besides just what you'd think, junkies banging needles in alleys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they spread it through that population on purpose because it's like with Nixon era, they had a big heroin fucking problem. Watch Mr. Untouchable about Nicky Barnes' story. It's like basically he confesses he's the Illuminati member, and he gets a pass. He gets to do all this criminal shit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because he's just that important, basically. At least they alluded to that. I mean, I'm not sure if that's true or not. But during the same time, you got these intravenous, just like now from Afghanistan, the government's bringing in, just like at the time in Vietnam was bringing in the heroin. Bugging on. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the same schematic. It's only, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm not going to choose to live my life in fear, constant fear. When, listen, really what I meant, it's like being a construction worker. It's like, when I was a kid, man, there was things, I wouldn't touch certain things. Oh, that's dirty. Then I grew up, and I hung drywall. My hands were full of dust. I ate my sandwich, but I never got sick. You know what I'm saying? I never got sick. I still don't get sick like that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, just lucky like that. But, but doesn't mean I'm immune to plagues. You know what I'm saying? Or if someone fucking walks up and jabs you with the needle and injects you with some fucking poison. Now that's way different. You know what I'm saying? No one's immune to that. So, that's my point. Instead of people all being all suspicious and skeptical and shit of people, it's like, why don't you, get off the fear porn. You know what I'm saying? The scare yourself porn, the germ porn. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. It's pro-vaccination germ porn. You know what I'm saying? That people play with their mind. You know what I'm saying? There's germs everywhere. You're constantly, there's nothing. You can't eradicate them. They're there for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? As well. Some of these things for an evil purpose, like AIDS, made by the government. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of many instances where a lot of these, sicknesses were created and released on purpose. So, don't look at the junkie, who's suffering because the government fucked his ass over. You know what I'm saying? Blame the government, not the junkies. Blame that's what's causing junkiism, as opposed to just blaming junkies for their own problem when they didn't really create it themselves. They didn't create syringes. They didn't create heroin.